Hello, are we live? We're live. Hi Honeycomb, how are we doing? It is me, Lauren B. Welcome to the Untitled Tarot. This is Collective Coffee. So I do this once a week where I hop on this live stream and I pull out the weekly energy for the week moving forward for all the signs, all 12 of the bees. So normally I do this after Sunday service. I'm not doing Sunday service this week for a variety. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Lord. For a variety of reasons. Heads up, there may be a few interruptions on this collective coffee this week. There are people coming to pick up furniture. There's like, so we might have company. But that's all right. All are welcome here. It is a, Lord in heaven. It is a new moon day. Happy new moon day. New moon in Scorpio. So what do we have to release in order to receive is the name of the game today, Beehive. We are going to use a combination of the Good Tarot and the Spirit Animal Oracle, the big triple decker sandwich deck today. That's what we're going to use. We're going to probably start with Scorpio because it seems fitting. But first, of course, we're going to get into prayer while we're waiting for a few people. Some of the bees to buzz in. Yes, very good. Father God, thank you for being here with us this Sunday morning. I ask that you bless these messages, that you cover these cards, that you allow me to speak with wisdom and clarity to deliver this encouragement to your people. We praise you and we thank you always. In all of our seasons, we praise you and we give you the honor and glory. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Amen, Beehive. Amen. So I'm going to shuffle up these cards a little bit. Give it a couple seconds. See who buzzes in. Hope you're all having a very nice Sunday. Very nice new moon day. New moons are great. New moons are for setting intentions. We like to set intentions. I always like to say that a new moon is sort of when you look at a mountain, you look at a path and you're like, I'm going to climb that. I'm going to go there. And then a full moon is sort of when you get a little bit of the ways through the journey and you're like, hi, Nicola, how are you? You get a little bit of the ways through the journey and you go, oh, I'm going to have to take some stuff out of my backpack if I want to keep moving, right? Because full moons are for purging. It's that internal spring cleaning. But new moons are for setting intentions, to dream a little dream. And that's a beautiful thing. And so in Scorpio, like I said, because Scorpio represents the death and rebirth process, in the zodiac, it's really about what do we have to release to receive? What do we kind of have to put an end to so that way we can create that room to have new life come in for us in a variety of different areas of our life. So, oh, good morning, Anthony. Thanks. Pizza money. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony is our resident Scorpio around here, so it's fitting. You know, before I logged on, I was like, I'm going to do Scorpio first, but I don't know if Anthony's going to be here to see it. So look at that, the resident beekeeper. Anthony's one of our moderators, one of the many, many Scorpios I know and love. Pretty much every Scorpio I know in real life is named Anthony, which is strange, but so be it. Be it unto us. All right, let's see. We're gonna get a couple more shuffles, and then we're gonna be ready to go. Like I said, we may have some interruptions, but you know, the more the merrier. We might freak out some middle-aged men coming to pick up side tables and stuff out of this room, but, you know, maybe they'll need the messages too. We don't know. We got some stuff lying out. Do you want me to take these? All right, maybe we shall. Scorpio. So, okay, I'll take that too. All right, Scorpio, so for this week, beautiful, we have the Star, Patience, which is Temperance. We have the Ace of Water, the Messenger of Earth, and we also have the Crow Spirit. 2 17s. This came out in, I believe, either the Libra or the Cancer reading. I don't remember which one. It might have been Cancer. Now, I believe that came out this morning. Now, Scorpio, the Star, a wish. Hi, Milan. Hi, my love. So Scorpio, this week, we have the Star card. So this is a wish. This is something that you want to do, a way in which you're, it's also Aquarian energy, which is very humanitarian. So it's also ways in which you want to help other people, be involved with other people. It's a big, bright idea. It's something that's not just super fixed. It's not just a super fixed thing that you want to do. It's something that is very expansive. Again, now with Temperance coming out next, right? This is card number 14, which breaks down to a 5. So change, patience, temperance, a change in the way that you're balancing out things. Perhaps in the past, you would sleep on your dreams, sleep on your wishes. And now is really a change with this new moon in Scorpio, really setting the intention to kind of go full force into it. However, it could also be, on the flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott's side, that perhaps in the past when you've gotten a strike of genius, a strike of inspiration, something that you really wanted to do, maybe you threw yourself full throttle into it without maybe planning, without organizing it so much. So now is really a time for you to set your intentions and move a little bit more intentionally, a little bit more slowly, a little bit more in focus. It's going to play out differently for all of you. But we also have this Ace of Water. So this could be playing out in terms of, say, a relationship, water being cups, energy, love, with this little pearl, right? It's something that's special. It's something that's precious to you, right? So also it's the energy of knowing that good things take time. Good things take time to build this week, and not getting upset or getting overly frustrated this week if things seems like they're moving a little bit slower than perhaps we would like them to, because we also have this Messenger of Earth and the Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit, which feels like a little bit like your angelic support team. Aren't they beautiful? This is a beautiful deck, Anthony. This is really your spiritual support team coming in, saying like, hey, like, let's plant roots here, right? Like, you have the ideas, you have the love, right? We're giving you that patience. You have this wish, right? But now listen to us while we tell you how to really take these seeds, right? These beginnings, and root them, plant them. Let us help you, teach you how to make it grow this week. Crows are also very symbolic of being alert. So like being on the lookout a little bit for your signs, for your synchronicities. Like don't, how do I want to put it? Don't like chalk things up to coincidence this week, if you catch my drift. Because there's no such thing as coincidence, but sometimes we see something or a bird or a number and we're like, I don't know about that. But actually this week is a good week to kind of keep your antenna up a little bit, to be on the lookout for that guidance that you really need. So that's good. So that's good. We like that. We like that. There's power in the practical sometimes. Let's see, Sagittarius. These are beautiful illustrations. It's the Good Tarot and the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. They're both by Colette Barenby. I call it my Big Mama deck. This did come out here. Scorpio, look. This wants to pop out. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things, right? Sometimes we get so big picture, and especially Scorpio being so like life and death, that sometimes we forget that crows are also known to wait and see what's going on before reacting. That's exactly right, Anthony. That is exactly right. Just like I was saying before about not getting frustrated and then giving up on things, right? Just because you might get little like tripped up in the details this week as well, which seem like delays, and then it kind of makes you feel a little impatient and then a little disheartened, and then you just want to give up on the whole thing, like throw the baby out with the bathwater. That is a theme that came out in your monthly reading as well on the Patreon, which I've actually decided to make public a little later on this afternoon as a little birthday gift to the Scorpio. So you get one of the Patreon exclusive monthly readings is going to come out for you. So that'll be a nice little treat, I hope, for you guys. And I believe that reading was called Babies, Bathwater, and Taking Your Time. Babies, Bathwater, and Taking Your Time. So. Sagittarius. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take this too, actually. You want a pet crow? I could see you with a pet crow. So Sagittarius this week, we have card number 54 that breaks down to a 9, very independent number. Skunk spirit, know your worth. Followed up by the King of Cups, the King of Water. We have the 2 of Water. It came out in reverse. I don't normally take these cards in reverse, so we'll kind of look at it both ways. We have the Queen of Air, the 3 of Earth, and the 3 of Air, which is the 3 of Swords. So Saggy, this week, 1, with the skunk spirit. 1, like I said, 54, that breaks down to a 9. Hi, Wayne, how are you? This is a very independent number. Know your worth. Now, there's a balancing act that we want to do here this week, Sagittarius, because there's a difference between knowing your worth, setting healthy boundaries, preserving your peace and your sacred space, and then I've been working with the Lord this week on this as well, building up an energetic like defense, like a repellent against things too, because skunks, what they do is they emit an odor, right? We can kind of symbolically kind of call that, say, our energetic blueprint, our aura, right? They have an odor, we have an aura, and it repels what they presume to be predators, even if it's just some guy trying to take out his garbage in the middle of the night, right? So with this King of Water, it's really kind of telling us, especially in terms of this 2 of Cups, a lot of it's about perspective this week, right? How do I want to put this? I need help. There's an energy of friend or foe this week, but I'm feeling as though there aren't as many foes as perhaps you may be presuming this week, Sagittarius, to not just assume that any new people, we're still dealing with the post shadow of the retrograde, even old people that are coming back around. Not everyone's out to do you dirty this week, Sag, right? And to be really gentle. See this beautiful little fish? See how this King of Cups is really gentle? It's about knowing your worth, absolutely, but also being emotionally available and vulnerable and not being so defensive or admitting some kind of like repellent to the people around us that it then becomes impossible for these little fish to kind of come up to us. It's almost as though this could be just like a sweet little fish, right? Or this could be like a barracuda or like a piranha, but you won't know until you get close enough, right? It's almost like not prejudging people and their intentions before you even get a chance this week, Sag, to know whether or not they're in alignment with you, whether or not their intentions are pure. And that comes from sitting in a Queen of Air energy, right? This is about being discerning. It's about taking your time. And with this white owl right here that talks about using your wisdom, right? Knowing that there have been plenty of times perhaps in the past that we've misjudged people, right? That we have not sat in an energy of forgiveness, not assuming that other people can change and can grow and can evolve. Look how that card just lit up like that, right? It's like kind of like having that illumination in your thought space as well, right? Letting your thoughts be a little bit more pretty, not just assuming the worst out of people just because of situations you've dealt with in the past. And that allows you to sit in more of a 3 of Earth energy. This is 3 of Pentacles. This is a workship energy, right? Working through these preconceived notions, working through these fears, working through these assumptions. And in this card, she's also like on the lookout. She's sort of on the lookout, and followed up by the 3 of Air, which is normally like the 3 of Swords. Don't be on the lookout for trouble this week. Don't be on the lookout, again, just assuming that someone's gonna come and try and hurt you. Someone's gonna try and take advantage of you. Because logically you have to know that not everybody's gonna do that. And if somebody does, well then, so be it. But then we have forgiveness in our hearts because we don't want any of that yucky stuff on our hands, right? And then we allow ourselves to sit back in a loving, open, nurturing, compassionate energy, because there are good fish in the sea. There are good people in the world. And that, knowing your worth talks about maintaining your character, your integrity, your grace, your sweetness, despite any situations that have happened for you in the past, but also being very, very aware that we're not unintentionally repelling good people, places, things, experiences for us this week as well, right? So Sag. At the bottom of the deck, clear out the clutter. Frog spirit. So Wayne's here. You and a baby skunk? Why does that not surprise me? Why does that not surprise me in the least bit? In the least bit. Capricorn. Capricorn. You had a pet skunk. That just makes me laugh. It's like, just imagine if somebody gave you like a zoo, Anthony. You know, it'd be like the land of misfit toys, but it'd be like the land of misfit pets. Crows and skunks, and you'd probably have like an alligator, tarantula. A couple more cards for Capricorn. I guess these two want to come out. It seems to want to come out as well. Yeah, let's take that too. That seems right. Her name was Dopey, like one of the dwarfs from Snow White, like one of the dwarfs. Okay, Capricorn, we have for you this week the Page of Water, and we have the Hierophant up first. So pages represent student energy. They're also childlike energy, right? Taking on a new perspective, walking out a new path. They're the beginning point of the path. This is when you start a journey, and then eventually you hit a point where you become a knight, a little more acute, a little more well-versed in that journey, and then you have the ability to speak to others about it. And this week, God's really trying to call you in to taking on a new perspective in love, in your emotional body, right? That it's almost like half and half. See how she's like half girl and she's also half mermaid? It's this idea that you can swim within your emotional waters this week, and there are some intense energies with the Scorpio new moon, but you can swim in your emotional waters this week while also keeping your head above water. You don't really have to choose, right? It's not like you're like Ariel. You could either be a mermaid or you could be a girl. It's like you could be both. Like you could for sure be both. Capricorn, and as an earth sign, it's hard, and there's a lot of water going on here. It's hard for you to kind of wade around in your emotional body because it makes you feel a little out of control because you like to be grounded, you like to be rooted, you like dirt, right? So when emotions really start to roll in for you, it kind of creates mud, and then you assume that mud is like quicksand, and then you slowly start to sink in it. Don't do that this week, because I feel like God this week really wants you to kind of take on like a little bit of that fool energy, a little bit more of like a childlike approach, see things with more like whimsicalness, like excitement, like innocence, right? And then you have koi fish, and then you have turtle spirit. There's always enough, and slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to move at a pace that you are not comfortable with, right? But you do have to wiggle your toes around a little bit, right? That when we open up our heart space, yes, it makes us a little vulnerable, and that vulnerability can make us scared. But the thing that scares us, where that fear comes from, it's a scarcity mindset. It's a sense that someone's going to take something from us, and then we won't have enough for ourselves. Then all of our love will be gone. All of our worth will be gone, right? But that's not true, because when you live in an energy of love, you're like a spring that never runs dry, right? There's always more. There's always enough. God will always heal you. He'll always replenish you. He'll always give you everything that you need. So like I said, you don't have to like run with the wind if that's not what you're comfortable with, but like wiggle your toes around, like get used to the idea of like looking at emotions, dealing with your own emotions, looking at love perhaps in a way that isn't so scary, and it's a little bit more curious, and it could be a little bit more magical for you as well. Perhaps. Just perhaps. And turtles, I feel like I look like the Tin Man. It's like so bright in here. Hold on. Turtles also represent longevity. They also represent longevity. So in kind of slow and steady wins the race, I think that you'll be able to maintain your emotions a lot better, right, over the long course, as opposed to like hitting really high peaks and then like really low valleys as well. And then here we have the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands, and then the Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Be playful has been coming out a lot in the readings this week so far. And again, with this Four of Fire, this is a traditional like Four of Wands card, but what I love is here she is alone, sort of playing this little flute. It's like playing your own song, right? Again, it's like finding that flow, finding a pace that you're comfortable with, but while also not allowing yourself to stay stagnant and get sucked into everything in those valleys like quicksand, right? It's about creating the flow of the melody, and in that, you get to actually be playful, like a little kid, like splashing in like puddles, like muddy puddles. I don't know why I'm saying pebbles. I'm thinking Flintstones now, pebbles. But what they also have right here, down here, I don't know if you noticed, but they're lily pads. And lily pads for me, one is, it always comes through as Piscean energy, but lily pads for me also represent timelines, jumping to a higher timeline as well. It's so bright. It's like not really bright. Maybe I need to make it brighter. Maybe that's the ticket. I don't really know what the ticket is, but all right, that's better. Maybe. I don't know. It's just so shiny. I feel like it's just so shiny, but that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Transformation is beautiful, Cappy. Transformation is beautiful. Hi, Chris. How are you? You're triple earth? You like dirt and rocks. Hi, Amy. No, you didn't miss that much. I did Scorpio, I did Sagittarius, and I just did Capricorn. So we're moving on to Aquarius now. The age of Aquarius. And I didn't do Sunday service this week, so you didn't miss out on that. I'm taking a break from Sunday service this week so I can do some of my personal spiritual homework. Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Palmer, hi. Hi, Bella. All the bees are buzzing in. All the bees are buzzing in. What's going on, girl? Okay, I'll take this out too because it wants to come out. Hierophant wants to come out for you too. Hierophant's all over the place this week. God's always all over the place, but fake it till you make it, Aqua. It's the name of the game for you this week. There's this energy, Aquarius, that, again, with the new moon in Scorpio, it's really like release to receive. What do you have to let go of in order to receive what you really want? There's the idea of you feeling very freed up by releasing a lot of baggage, bondage, attachments, but then that like gap in between the release and then the receive, it might freak you out a little bit. So there's an energy of trying to almost fake it till you make it, like being like stubbornly confident and optimistic throughout that. You found your old flute. Oh, you know, I used to take flute lessons when I was a kid, but I hated it. God bless you. I hated the flute. I hated it so much. I was not good at it. I think that's why I didn't like it, is because my North Node's in Capricorn, so I don't like things that I'm not good at. So I'll either give up on it or I'll just keep doing it until I'm the best at it. That's sort of the name of my game. But I did piano. I was good at the piano. I was not allowed to take drums, which I was really upset about. But I was good at the piano. And I play the ukulele as an adult, which I bought when I got very drunk one day. And then I woke up the next day all hungover like, I just bought a ukulele that I don't know how to play. So I spent a lot of time and a lot of YouTube videos and I taught myself how to play that ukulele. We're so happy to have you, Amy. What is the kalimba? What is that, Anthony? Oh, the ukulele. It's like, is that a type of ukulele? Never heard that. I have an acoustic Luna ukulele, and then I have an electric Les Paul, which I don't really play that much because honestly, it feels far too fancy for me. I feel like this. Okay. All right, those are gone now. Those are gone now. All right, Aqua. So, like I said, that little space between the release and the receive this week, we have out the Wheel of Fortune. This is great. And one, this is favor, this is blessings, this is things moving smoother for you. The God really manifesting into the natural, a lot of the promises that were made to you, yes? What I love about this Wheel of Fortune card too is it always looks a little bit like a badge, like a merit badge, you know, like for good luck, like a Girl Scout, Boy Scout kind of thing. And then you have the Hierophant, which seemed to desperately want to come out for you. So 105, that's a radio station for someone. Somebody likes to listen to 105 radio station. That just came through. Okay, but you also have card number 14 over here too, and that breaks down to a 5. So 155, those could be numbers or scriptures for you. But again, the Hierophant is kind of bringing in the Wheel of Fortune, favor, abundance, blessings for you this week. But as it slowly starts to trickle in, you might have a little bit of a self-sabotagey fight or flight response. Is this too good to be true? Like that sort of energy. And so if you're, while that's happening and or right before it happens, if you start to feel any kind of funny feelings, act as if, go into the chameleon spirit. What does a chameleon do? It changes its colors. It kind of changes its appearance a little bit, right? Depending on what is in its environment. And this is the sense that if you feel as though God promised you that your business is taking off this week, that person's coming in for you, you're going to have that spiritual breakthrough, you're going to have that emotional release, whatever it is, act as if you already have it this week, right? Act as if you are already the CEO, as if your business is already doing well. Business is booming, right? I'm already, you're already sitting in the energy of being committed and in love and just happy and everything's like peachy keen. Like it really is that like fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it kind of energy. Because then you have this 4 of air. And if you don't do that, I think you're going to end up in this 4 of Swords energy, which is a little bit like melancholy, feeling a little bit isolated, a little bit like separated, a little bit separated as well. But what's interesting in this card too, she has all of these peacock feathers. And if you look, like you can't really see very well on my camera, but her face, it almost has like a little bit of like a smirk on it as well. And all of these peacock feathers, which there's 4, yeah, there's 4 of them. That peacocks indicate individuality, pride, personal expression. It's almost like if you're having some feelings this week, faking it till you making it, just kind of sitting in the vibration of gratitude. It's almost like you have to like almost praise and thank God like beforehand. Like, thank you, God, for bringing in this relationship for me. Thank you, God, for making my business successful. Thank you for healing me in this aspect. Thank you for making my finances holy. Almost like, it's like thanking ahead of time before it comes in, because you can take pride in that and knowing that like God's not a liar. And if he told you he's going to do something for you, then he's going to do it. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that goes into sitting in a king of water energy. This is being open, receptive, like your emotional, spiritual doors are open to it. And I almost see this as almost like God energy as well. And it's like, you're the little fish. You're the little fish. Like almost like remembering that like you can go to God anytime that you're upset this week, anytime that you're frustrated, like he's your best friend, like he's your father, like he's there for you to talk to, for you to go to, for comfort, for guidance, for encouragement, support, like whatever it is. Like if you need that pick me up, that's why God's there. That's why your angels are there. They're all there to support you. And then you move into fox spirit. Think on your feet. And I think, and it falls out right underneath the act as if. And so I think, Aqua, that also is a call for you this week to like be a little spontaneous, that you might have these like moments of inspiration, or like, why do I feel like I'm supposed to call this person? Why do I feel like I'm supposed to go to this place? Like, why do I feel like I'm supposed to click on that video or that link or turn on that radio station, or I'm supposed to go for a walk over here, or turn right as opposed to turn left, or whatever it may be. That could be it too, is to help keep you out of any kind of low-lying energy. There might be like little bursts of spontaneity, which perhaps aren't usual for you, but they're highly encouraged this week, and they might help you get into that frequency of being like excited and positive and hopeful and like giddy, you know what I mean? Which you should be, because like I said, you have 2 major arcana back to back coming out for you this week, both which are beautiful. Both is God taking care of you, and also the Wheel of Fortune, favor, blessings, abundance coming in for you. Sometimes when we see that, or we feel it coming in, we get a little scared, like, I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if I deserve this. What if I mess it up, right? So it's almost like you're not going to do that. You got to stay positive, be optimistic. That's kind of like the name of your game this week. Flower Child, Moonbeam. Oh, look, I started a whole... Oh, that's fascinating, Anthony. You're right. 105 is the Hawk. Me and Anthony live in New Jersey. 105, because I said that about the radio station, is the Hawk radio station in New Jersey. And hawks bring messages. And I've actually been seeing a lot of hawks. Anyway. Interesting. Anyway. Flower Child, Moonbeam. I love that name. I just like to say that. Flower Child, Moonbeam. It's like onomatopoeia. I just like it. You got it. Just look up some YouTube tutorials and you'll figure out how to play it. You'll be fine. When your fingers start to bleed and callous, you'll know that you're on the right track. That's how I learned. I know, I have to get my ukulele restrung too. One of my strings popped. Hold on, I feel like I have to check. I have to check for people coming in. Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back. There's a lot of action this week, guys. Today, in particular. There are plumbers here. There's men coming to pick up the rest of this furniture. There's just a lot. There's just a lot happening all at once, as usual. As usual. You hear a clock? It's not a clock. Nobody knows what it is. It doesn't even always do that. It just does that. It's like the lights. Stop for a second. Let's start it again. That ticking. The ticking, the lights, it all. It's just all God trying to get your attention. Trying to get my attention. That's what happens. The lights in particular happen also when my energy's like peaking. They're going on a little bit. They're all right though. Maybe that tick-tick-tock is symbolic of divine timing at play. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, that's... Okay. Okay, I'll take all of them. Pisces. Oh, that's not funny. I'm a Pisces, those came out. I was like, that's not funny. Maybe. Oh, man. Yeah. Hi, Katrina. How are you, my love? There is no clock. There is no clock in this room. Nobody knows where the ticking's coming from. I mean, it's coming from spirit. It's coming from source, but I don't know where it comes from. It stops. It starts again. Kate, hi. How are you? You're a blessing, Kate Adams. I love you. I hope you have a blessed week. I hope we got to your reading yet. Oh, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Hold on, please. 2, 3. Okay. Okay. I just heard like vindication. Vindication this week, Pisces, after like a purification process that perhaps you've been going through. You have out the High Priestess, first and foremost. So your intuition's on point this week, which is beautiful. Really let that kind of guide you throughout the week. There's a lot of stuff happening. What I'm also seeing, it almost looks like you're coming out of the water, almost like your face is like peeking a little bit out of the water too. So I think, you know, Pisces really absorb. They're like sponges. They absorb so much from everything around them. So I think this is really about, as we're kind of weeding through all of the intense emotions and energies going through the Scorpio new moon this week, that you let your intuition, right, your third eye or your mystic sensibilities kind of lead you through that. It will help kind of weed through that. Now you also have the 3 of Pentacles, right? And again, this is sort of like a looking energy. It's like coming through the water, like letting your face kind of breathe a little bit, looking out. So this is like spiritually, and this is more of like in the natural, sort of what you're doing, kind of almost like the symbiosis, like the kicking it back and forth in between that. No, Amy, that noise is not a clock. There are no clocks in this room. There are no clocks in this room. I know. It's like every day is Freaky Friday here. It's not just the lights. Sometimes it's a bang. Sometimes it's a tick. Sometimes it's a flicker. It's always something. It's signs and wonders for God's children, you know? But that's kind of what you're going through this week, Pisces, is allowing your intuition to help you weed through any natural elements, obstacles, whatever it is that's going through, even if it's just energetic, right? It just feels tense, things feel stressful, interruptions, whatever it may be. Because then you have this peacock spirit. Let it shine. Let it shine. Then you have it followed up by dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. And then you have the King and Queen of Air right here. So basically, I'm seeing like the dragonfly card in my mind, which is kind of true transcends illusion. I think that there might be some like hiccups, some obstacles, some delays. There might be some things that have been going on for you, Pisces, that have been making you feel a little bit disheartened. But I think the name of the game I don't know why I keep saying that. The name of the game. There's something in that. I don't know what yet. I have to sit with it. But I think the theme for you this week is really, I'm hearing like, you know what the deal is, Pisces. Like, you know what's going on. You know, if this is like a perfect pair, like a relationship kind of situation, like, you know what's going on. You know what the deal is, but there might be delays. There might be things going on, even like processes, soul lessons at work that, the time in which that's coming through, the time in which it's taking to process that is making you feel a little disheartened. It's making you feel a little disempowered, and it's making you almost a little double-minded and kind of shrink back from your faith, from like what God really told you, what your intuition is also telling you, because that's sort of our GPS system to God. And it's almost like throughout all of that murkiness, let your intuition shine through, and also let your heart shine through with this peacock spirit, right? You know what you know, and nobody's going to tell you nothing, because then you have this 10 of fire, justice, and the 5 of earth coming out. So again, it's like, be loyal to whatever this is that's in your heart, that's in your head. Be loyal to it. Let your heart really shine through. And despite what it looks like in your natural environment, this week, let your intuition speak for itself, or speak for yourself as well. When it's coming to this King and Queen of Air situation, whether this is like a partnership, or whether this is just aspects of your own alignment and internal union, right? Because what's happening is that there is, like, remember I said vindication and then purification? Because there's been a purification of old soul contracts, old attachments, that Scorpio death energy, right? Of things from the old timeline that are getting sizzled up. So that way justice can really come through for you. A balancing of the karma, really double for your trouble from all the times that this is like, I'm getting like wilderness, that you were kind of in the wilderness, that you were stuck in the thick of it, kind of relying on your faith, relying just on the word God gave you, on the dreams that were in your heart, just like the hope for a better day. And it's like, now it's right here. It's like right at the tip of your tongue. Don't shrink back now. If anything, Pisces, is almost like, remember who you are. Like, you are the high priestess. This is your card, the moon card and the high priestess card. This is Piscean energy in and of itself. So this is a time to really lean into it. And again, with this air energy coming through, like I said, this could be talking about some kind of partnership energy, but with all of this air, it's also talking about like being logical. Like, logically, you know that there's always a breakdown. There's always like a beat down right before the breakthrough. Whenever there's something really special promised to you, there's always going to be resistance, right? Because devil energy, enemy energy, bad juju, whatever it is, it always wants to trip you up. It always wants to cut you off at the knees, because every time you get a promise God means you win. That's a win for God. That's like one more point. It's 1 point for Gryffindor, right? It's that sort of thing. So don't shrink back now when you're so close this week, Pisces. Lean in. Trust in your intuition even more. Let your heart shine even more. The world, it looks like you're not going to have this thing right here. Fuck that. Be loyal to what you love. Lean in. Dog is man's best friend. It's that sort of energy, because there's purification. There's some burning up of the old soul contracts. There's a burning up of the old ways of doing things, old ways of thinking, old ways of being, because justice is coming in for you. It's like, because like I said, you were in the wilderness, and this almost feels a little bit like a controlled burn, like a controlled fire. It's that release to receive energy. This is coming in to burn away all of this muck, so that way there's new ground in which to plant and grow. Pisces and North Node. That's a nice North Node. Jillian. Yeah, Pisces, look what just flew out. 9 of Cups in the world. Wish fulfillment and a brand new season, a brand new cycle, a whole new world, like that. That's what's coming in for you. Remember how I said you were like deep in the waters? This was you, deep in the waters, making these wishes. This is wish fulfillment, what you wish for under the sea, coming up on land for you, God manifesting it in the natural for you. So just like lean in, don't lean back, lean in this week, Pisces. Be strong, be resilient. Jillian's here. Simowitz is here. Oh, Zemo, you're new. Welcome to the honeycomb. We are very blessed and happy to have you. We are all family here. Yes, we are. Jillian's here. Yes. Feel it, Amy. I'm hearing that song. I got the power. I'm seeing Bruce Almighty. I'm seeing that from Bruce Almighty. Like the Empress. Pisces. It's the Empress. All right, all right, all right. Amen, amen, amen. All right, Aries. All right, take 1 and a 2. It's kind of funny. Ooh, 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 my nose is going. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Lord. Thank you. Okay, let's see, Aries. Let's see. Wow, that's really cool, actually. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little kid. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Maybe that's the energy. You gotta be like a little kid, Aries. You gotta be like a little kid. This is cool. This is cool. It was like the elevator bit, so I was like, ooh, oh my God, oh my God. Okay. Okay, so you have Will Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery. And when I first pulled this card, I heard belly flop. Belly flop, like when a kid is like being silly at the pool and he like belly flops and in. That's what this kind of is. It's like Trust the Great Mystery. Like wherever it feels like you don't, okay, all right, stop, all right, okay. We have a question though. I don't know about that. Anyway, so whatever seems like something's uncertain, it's giving you anxiety, right? Because Aries also represents the Emperor. So Aries really like to be in control of situations. Screw it. Throughout the playbook this week, Aries, just belly flop. Just belly flop into the mystery, into the uncertainty today. Let God take you where he's supposed to take you. Because then you have Coyote Spirit. This is a divine trickster. This is divine detour. So really if things seem like they might be going all wrong this week, they're actually going all right. Because again, I told you the Hierophant, he's out to play today. He is really orchestrating everything. That's what God does. It's elephant spirit, right? It creates divine detours and it creates divine interventions, exactly what you need them. And with this 4 of Water card, what I see how the Hierophant, see how it has her hands are kind of like pushing up. I actually see her down here as well. And you're almost like this pearl being like raised up, being exalted. It's that separation energy a little bit. So again, you might feel like I'm getting further away from the things that I wanted, when in actuality, you're being separated to like a higher potential, a higher actualization, a higher timeline. And then you have this Cat Spirit, which one talks about your intuition. I think you already intuitively sort of know this. Claim your independence. And I was asking if it was more from like people, like claiming your independence from people and relationships and all that stuff. But with all of this watery energy up here, especially with this whale, with the water as well, I'm getting more of the impression that it's claiming your independence from like emotional baggage and bondage, like those weird little negative voices in your head that tell you like that's never going to happen for you, Aries. You can't have that. Like miracles don't happen. Like why you think it's going to be you, and you kind of taking on that spirit of like, why not me? Belly flop. Okay, right? And in that like belly flop, you create like a how do I want to put it? It's like you create waves, right? And it's almost like when everybody's in the pool. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. It's like when everyone's in the pool and then someone's like, they're like, you can't do it. You'll never jump. And Aries is like, Yes, I can. And then you jump, and when the second you hit the water, maybe you're a little bit like, it's a divine detour. I didn't know that was gonna hurt so bad, right? But in doing that, you create sort of like that wave, and then everyone else, all the naysayers, they kind of get pushed away from you, right? Because the momentum of that impact of your just pure faith energy, because just belly flopping, trust a great mystery, that's pure faith, full childlike wonder and splendor energy, right? Just in that vibrationally, you end up pushing. It's that exhaustion. You just push all away the naysayers, all the negative energy, all of the things. And in that, you fall into the 8 of Earth, the 8 of Pentacles. And this is like a symphony kind of energy as well. This is a workshop energy. It's like you do a good work when you do that. It's like you go and you help yourself, right? Tangibly in the natural. And this is always like a violin, right? It's so funny because we were just talking about guitars and flutes and all of that stuff. And the thing about this violin, which is interesting, because there's like a little crack in the side of it. It's like an instrument that's been played and played and played. It's like, it's well seasoned. It's well seasoned. It's like, you know how to do this now. It's like, take that very combatant, stubborn, fiery energy, Aries, that you would normally take towards everything else, right? And instead of using it to try and control your situations this week, use it in a different way. Apply it to your faith. Be stubbornly faithful and just jump in to like the weird mystery magic of life. And I told you, and in doing that, the impact of that pure full faith energy, it creates that wave, it creates that impact, that momentum that pushes all the negative energy, even negative people with this kind of being Pentacles, tangible, natural energy. It pushes them away from you, allowing for a further exhaustion of you, which then brings you into the 7 of Cups, which is gives you more options. It gives you more availability. And this 7 of Cups is actually coming through a little bit more like the Wheel of Fortune. It's not like you can have this or this. You can have this or this. It's like, which one do you want right now, Aries? Which one do you want right now? Now all of these doors are opening for you. It's like a big Wheel of Fortune. It almost is like the World card, but like under the sea, right? All of these different, lot of water energy too. A lot of water energy. That's fascinating. It's almost like a cornucopia. It's like an underwater cornucopia for you this week that comes through, right? It's like, again, it's like you, as you almost like, you hit, everyone gets dispersed out from you and you kind of go under the water a little bit. You come to find out that in the pure faith energy, there's all of these blessings, abundance, opportunities, doors opening, all these different things for you. And then you fall into the seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Seahorses are good luck omens as well from under the sea. Watch and wait. Just watch and wait what God's gonna do for you in this divine detour. You didn't even think you were going to the pool this week. Then everybody starts talking smack to you. You got all puffed up. You jump in. Turns out you're the Little Mermaid, and you know you got a feast in front of you all week for everyone to see. That's really cool. Oh, do you want me to talk about this? Okay, I'll talk about this. 7 of Air and temptation is coming out too. So as you do this week, don't let like the word hecklers, or like I said, self-deprecating thoughts, negative thoughts, any of that stuff come out, because it's going to be like temptation. Again, if you're almost doing a little bit of that Piscean energy too, trying to like stay focused on like promises or something that like you want, right? Like be loyal to what you love, because again, there's always like things that come and try and like trip you up right before you get get your golden goose. So don't let any like random temptations, like you'll be able to suss it out, you know, and be like, that person, no, because I'm focusing on this other thing, and so this thing wants to pop up over here. I'm not playing ball. Trust your instincts with that this week. Why do I call what a mystery? Anthony. Aries. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Taurus. Taurus. I've done so many Taurus readings in like the last week. It's out of control. I did the Taurus reading, the weekly. I did the Taurus monthly on the Patreon. I did the Taurus bonus read, and now I'm about to do the new Taurus weekly. It's like 4 Taurus readings in like a week. It's a lot. But I've been getting like the bull card a lot as well. Like just intuitively in my mind, it's been coming out in the animal deck a lot. Oh, Taurus. Tower. Just kidding. Let's see what this tower's about. Let's see what this tower's about for you. Some kind of shakeup, some kind of surprise. Tower cards aren't always bad. I don't subscribe to readers that always are like, the Tower, dun, dun, dun. But one, I find that the majority of towers we experience are internal and not actually external to us. They're usually emotional, or they're a shakeup in like our perspective, the ways that we're thinking about things. But also tower moments can be good. They're just surprises. They're just something that was like really unexpected. So you could hit the lottery this week, and that could be a tower moment for you, right? You could get a call back for that job you really wanted. That could be a tower moment. It's just any kind of shakeup and surprise. Tower again. Your best friend's a Taurus. One of my good friends, Sabrina, is a Taurus, and my sister is a Taurus. My sister is like a super Taurus. In my houses, I have a pretty strong Taurian placement in terms of my houses, but in terms of like my planets, my regular chart, I don't have like any Taurus energy. I don't really have like a lot of Earth energy in my chart anyway, other than I think I have like Uranus in Capricorn maybe, and my North Node is in Capricorn. But other than that, I don't have like a lot of Earth at all. So thank God for the Capricorn North Node. Otherwise, I would just float away. I have a lot of fire. I have a lot of fire in my chart, and I have a lot of air in my chart, and I have a decent amount of water. Me getting the Tower a lot. That just means that there's big changes coming up for you. That's okay. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. This deck's so big. Do you see this deck? It's so big. All right, well, let's look at this first and foremost. So 16, that breaks down to a 7. 7 is a perfect number in God's eyes. He made the world in 7 days, followed up by card number 3. 3 and 7 is a 10 that talks about completion. Tower moment. Armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. So part of the shakeup that you might be feeling this week is actually you might be surprising yourself at how well you can actually set boundaries for yourself, right? Because a boundary is the space in which I can love you and myself at the same time. So there might have been an energy in the past that you have gone back on your boundaries, like you've drawn a line in the sand and then you walked over it, or then you let other people walk over it. And so you might be surprising yourself how well you're able to stick to your guns is coming through. Stick to your guns this week. There's something in that. And there's these little like earrings on his ear, but I'm hearing like rungs of the ladder. And up here on top of his head, they almost look like goggles, like pilot goggles. I think, again, you might be really surprising yourself this week, Taurus, with how many life lessons you've actually completed, you've learned from, turned into wisdom, how many rungs up this spiritual ladder with those kind of pilot goggles, talking a little bit more of like ascension, right? Activation, how far you've really come. I'm getting even in the ability of expressing those to other people without like losing your cool or coming off like cold or anything like that. Spider spirit. 56, that breaks down to an 11, master number, beautiful. Make your dreams real. Make your dreams real. Spiders for me also talk about like contacts and networking with the webs. They really talk about like social networking as well. I think that perhaps there's like a balance, like a work-life balance, a friends privacy balance, something. Oh, look at that. Be at home, wombat spirit. Taurians love to be at home. Like I said, like even a balance between like what you want to share. Maybe there is a part of you in the past, Taurus, that used to like overshare with your friends, right? That maybe you don't do that so much anymore, or you used to spend all your time at work and you didn't give yourself any time to rest and recuperate, or perhaps there were times where you got like super Tauran and then you just wanted to like be home on the couch and then it was hard for you to get back in the swing of work. I think this Tower is actually really positive. It's you pleasantly surprising yourself with your ability to kind of be whole, maintain balance between work, life, rest, play, your friends, privacy, maintaining your spiritual life, kind of being sort of consistent in all of your areas while also being able to take your internal temperature. Because again, wombat spirit, like be at home. And then you have it followed up by another master number, 33, which 33 is also a very auspicious number as well. Freedom is yours. Being freed up from a lot of those anxieties, a lot of those codependencies, a lot of those unhealthy relationships and attachments, even the ones just like perceptions and preconceived notions that you had inside of you, even about yourself, right? Beautiful, beautiful. 7 of Earth. Seven of Pentacles. This talks about kind of planting seeds, being like confident in your ability to sort of farm and garden, planting your seeds, and then just having that faith energy that they will sprout up like in their due season as they are time. And with this little fairy here as well, it's almost like being also feeling very connected this week to God, like to your angels, your spiritual support team, right? And also being very receptive because his shirt's open and it's coming through as like no tricks up my sleeve, like open-hearted, right? Like allowing myself to be vulnerable, allowing myself to receive like constructive criticism, right? To help kind of navigate me on my path a little bit. Beautiful. Yeah, look, 7-7, another master number, and also a number of being on the right track at the top of the deck. Talks about options, right? Different ways that, especially with it being water, emotionally, like you've learned how to cope and deal with things and navigate with other people's emotions and your emotions, and really being able to take everybody's temperatures all at once. I'm hearing school nurse. So yeah, that's actually really good. That's really good. That's the kind of tower we like to see around here, Taurus. I like that for you. I like that for you a lot. My Taurus friend called me yesterday with a message. It was pretty cool. We talked a lot, got some stuff figured out. It's beautiful. Absolutely, that's gorgeous. Yes. You're welcome, Wayne. You're welcome, Wayne. Let's see, who's next? Gemini. Whenever I do Gemini, I hear that Princess Nokia song. I am Gemini, super fly guy. I am Gemini, 2 heads, 1 eye. Ow. Now my third eye. Something about your third eye. Something about your third eye, Gemini. 1 eye. 2 heads, 1 eye. Interesting. Interesting. Putting 2 heads together with the same vision. You're doing, okay. Hands off the cards, Lauren. Okay, Gemini, 2 heads, 1 eye. My third eye's itching. There's something going on for you this week with some, maybe a collaboration, maybe a relationship, but putting 2 heads together with the same vision, with the same sight, the same intuitive knowing, the same kind of instructions and guidance. Interesting. Jamil's like, hands off the cards. Let's just open channel. Okay. I'm gonna take these 2 because it feels right. I'm gonna take this 2 because it won't go in the deck. They're like, you're gonna take that card whether you like it or not. All right, I'll take these. Okay. Do you? You see a lot of eyes? You have Gemini in your chart. I have, my Mars is in Gemini. All right, let's see. Is it like that? Beautiful. Hold please for production. That's cool. Okay, Gemini, so, all right, so you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Fire, and that feminine energy, very open and receptive, right? And with all this cloudiness around you, yet you still have this light. Remember, it's this bright idea, this sight, this vision. You have this vision, and the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands, above all things, she's confident. She is confident in what she knows. She is confident, male or female, in who she is. And with this Sandpiper spirit coming out again, being playful. It's almost like this energy of like, I can't lose. I have this sight. I have this vision from, you know, the utmost high. and there's no way I can lose. Like, you know, it's almost like, well, if God's for me, if God wants me to do this, if God, whatever, like, then who can stop me? I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped. And then you fall into this messenger of fire, right? So this is funny. So this is like you talking to someone, that meeting of the minds, I want to do this. I almost want to put there's no one here, but if there was, I'd put my forehead against theirs. That's like how I feel. It's like, it's really strange, but this is you. Then going and communicating someone else, almost like a secret. Like, it's almost like, do you know, it's almost like, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see to someone else? And the person is sitting in this 5 of fire. So this is someone that potentially is like, maybe a little bit of a loner. Okay, that's coming through. Someone who's a little bit of a loner, someone that's been going through their own transformative process as well with all of these butterflies. And you can't really see it on my camera, but it's someone that, one, has kind of grown their own wings, but she's got a little smirk. She's got a little smirk on her face. It's almost like I said, you have this vision, you have this sight. It's like illuminated up your heart. There's this feeling of confidence that you have this week that is like making you feel really playful. Like, I can't lose. And so you're going is almost like a secret to like tell this person, whoever this is for you this week, Gemini. It's like very specific. And this person is like sitting there almost like waiting for you. And they have a little smirk on their face, and like you're like, and you go to tell them and they're like, oh yeah, I already know. I already knew that. Yeah, of course. And then you fall into the fox spirit. I'm hearing you both. You both fall into this fox spirit, which is think on your feet, and mouse spirit, tend to the small things. And now I'm seeing almost like contracts, like figuring out the details of something as well. Like also being very like adaptable. And again, like the coyote spirit, it's like a divine trickster sort of energy. It doesn't feel like that's happening to you or to whoever you're meeting with the minds with, right? I almost feel like Power Rangers. It's like, yeah, it's like weird. It's like fist bump. We did it. That's really funny. That's really funny energy. It's really, really funny. But it's almost like you guys in combination are like the divine tricksters. It's almost as though one of you are coming through as the fox and one of you are coming through as the mouse, right? It's like perhaps you in this collaboration, maybe in this relationship and whatever this is, the two of you will be like surprising other people. Will be surprising other people with what you've decided to do, this week. And like, it's almost like one of you is like the mastermind, like the brainchild, and the other one of you is dealing with like the paperwork. That's how it kind of feels. Like one of you is like being the one to like surprise. You said that just lit up? You just lit up like that? Oh, Lord in heaven. Kind of coming through a little bit like, almost like the PR person that's like gonna shake up everything, almost like the cutest little tower moment you ever did see. And then the other one of you is like a little bit more in the background, like handling like the details of it. That's really interesting. And then you have out the World card. Okay. And this is a completion of the old and a beginning of the new, a new phase in your life or lives, a new cycle, a new season. And then 13, cat spirit. Again, that intuition, that sight. Claim your independence. And then it's right next to the World card. So it's almost like claiming your independence from the world, not being of this world. Again, 2 heads, 2 minds, and 1 sight. A sight, a vision, an intuitive knowing that, yeah, do you see this? An intuitive knowing. It's like right on the nose, big, right on the nose. That like God gave the both of you. And I said, you're very confident, you're being very playful. I can't lose. Coming to tell this person. They're like, oh, I already know. I already know. Don't worry. I'll go tell him. And you're like, okay, I'll deal with the paperwork on the back end. And it's indicating like an end of something and the beginning of something else. And it's claiming your independence from, like I said, both of you, from the way everyone else thought something should go, the way everyone else thinks you guys should do something, whether it's be together, start a business, it's an idea that seems crazy to them, but liberating yourselves from the world and kind of walking more into like God's purpose for you. Cool. Super cool. That's super cool, Gemini. Yeah, I am Gemini. Super fly guy. Again, it's like that, like, it's like a flex. It almost feels like it's like a spiritual flex. It's so funny. That's so funny. This one card was sticking out of the deck and I was like, I want to pull it. It was like in the middle. I was like, I want to see what it is. It's sticking out. It's the higher font. And the 4, oh my God, and the 4 of Pentacles. Look, it's the offering. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord in heaven. Spiritual flex. Yeah, it did glow. Do you see that glow on that card? Oh, Lord, look, transformation. Transformation. Take time out to transform. Woo! Okay. All right. Who's next? Cancer. Cancer's next. Cancer, your weekly reading went up this morning. I believe it was called Better Than Expected. Oh my God. Oh my God. Cards are going everywhere. Ah, that threw me off. I got a text message that threw me off. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Oh, it's a giraffe. Where's Jay? We need Jay Bain in here. He's been getting giraffes all week. I don't know what his sign is. Jay Bain Art. He's on Instagram. You'll see him around here from time to time. He's a good egg. He's an amazing artist. I think I posted him on the community page a few days ago. I also posted, she's not in here right now, but Dana from the Pink Peony Oracle, I posted one of her videos on the community page. She's one of our fellow bees. She's also one of the moderators, which we like to call the beekeepers here. Thank you, Anthony, for that name. And she's really talented. She does a lot more work on Instagram. But her YouTube videos, she does readings. They're really good. So I suggest you guys go over there because I think she only has like 30-something subscribers and she works her butt off. So I think that the baby bees should go over, should go buzz along and make sure that we're supporting each other, right? Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Yes, that's right. We be flexing. We be flexing. Twos and twos. I just heard brush fire, brush fire. I'm good, girl. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm shuffling up. You know me. You know B. I'll be flexing. I'll be flexing. What is that Beyonce song? I'll be drinking. I'll be drinking. All right, Cancer. A couple more cards for you. 22, master number. It's flying out. Hold please for production. Oh, my back hurts. I'm so old. I'm getting old. I'm aging at a rapid pace. Wow. Ooh. I'm so glad I used this combination this week. I might use this combination of decks for all the weeklies this week. I say that now, but I feel like I might. Cool. Okay, Cancer, so you have the 2 of fire and you have the 2 of air. 2 and 2, master number 22. Now, what giraffes represent, I have a little giraffe right here. What giraffes represent is getting kind of a 360 view. It's a higher perspective of a situation. And perhaps you've been like going it alone for a while, kind of being very singular, right? Having kind of God sort of carry you through a lot of the experiences, trying to get you to elevate your vibration, elevate your perspective, see higher potentiality, see your higher timelines, higher possibilities, higher levels of positivity for yourself, kind of shining this light. Again, it's almost like that isolated hermit Virgo energy coming through right here. And then in doing that, he's leading you to a place this week where then you're going to be able to kind of like get off, like get back on like solid ground. And then in that solid ground, you're going to have to make a decision because the 2 of air, it's the 2 of swords. So it's kind of, it's something that usually feels like a shot in the dark. And if you notice the differentials, the differences in the coloring. It's like night, or it's like day and night, right? So it's like being able to see the light now, Cancer. Now kind of getting back on solid footing. You're gonna have to make a decision, which might feel, because there's a little bit of like a mournful energy, and I'm hearing like saying goodbye, because the hand that you have raised in this balancing is kind of the same light. It's the same lantern, right? See, it's more illuminated up here that you have here. It's that higher potential for yourself. It's that higher perspective. It's that wanting more for yourself this week, and kind of having to say goodbye, almost like under the cloak of night, like midnight conversations kind of thing, to the old timeline, to the old attachments, to the old relationships, just to the, maybe even just to the day and night. But then in that, saying kind of goodbye to that, and again, we're in Scorpio new moon, so you have to release things in order to receive the new. You get to fall into the spider spirit, which is make your dreams real, accompanied by the 10 of Cups. And this is 56 breaks down to an 11. So 1, 1, 1, with this being a 10. Make your dreams real, which is the 10 of Cups, which is ultimate emotional fulfillment. It's everything that you want. It's love, and it's marriage, and it's doing a job that you feel really passionate about, being in people, social groups, soul tribe, working, fully in your spirituality, like really letting God kind of take the reins. It's all of it. It's like the full Monty, right? And with these little pearls, they represent things that are also very precious to you, right? And even coming off of this spider, it's like almost looks like little pearls as well. Things that are precious to you, things that you're not willing to compromise on anymore, right? That you would have to if you decided to stay in the old timeline, right? But God's, like I said, he's kind of exalted you. He's kind of lifted you up. And it's almost like, even on this, I almost called it elephant, interesting. Even on this giraffe, it's almost like your head's a little low, kind of like knowing what you're gonna have to do, what you're gonna have to release in order to have this. But in being strong enough to do that, like I said, you do get to have the manifestation, God bringing in your promises, your blessings into the natural for you, which is the 10 of Cups. And then you fall back, back into the ant spirit. So again, 11, 1, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, it's 11, 11. That makes 11, 11. So be it unto you, Cancer. 11, 11. 11, 11. You take that. We just had the 11, 11 portal. So that could have been a big day for you as well, for kind of having to make some of these decisions. But Ant Spirit is time of collaboration, right? Again, spiders represent networking as well, building community ties, relationships, which leads you into your 10 of Cups, your ultimate emotional fulfillment. And then in that, you come through as the Queen of Fire this week. Again, confident, excited, forward moving, action oriented, passionate, an illuminated heart space. And in that, you're bumping into someone this week that's sitting in the 7 of Earth, someone that is kind of done a lot of work, somebody that's planted seeds and been sitting in kind of a faith energy that like their ship's gonna come in, their time is gonna come. And it's almost like, it could be someone, perhaps, Cancer, that's been, I'm hearing the word fawning or pining after you, because you see how the colors, it's almost like your light here, it's almost like shining on them as they're sort of looking at you. And then you fall into this 4 of Earth energy, right? This is like the offering. It's like the offering of that heart space, the offering of the energy of the collaboration, right? And then meanwhile, they're sitting in the seahorse spirit, which is watch and wait. And I know that it's their energy because if you look, see how they're mirroring? See, even like the top, the headdress of the seahorse is very similar to the top here. They're looking in the same direction. The form of the bodies are all very much of the same. So making this decision, kind of saying goodbye to the past, old ways, old people, whatever it may be for you, Cancer, you get to really have the actualization. God gets to bring in the physical manifestation of the promises and blessings that he's been promising you, the ability to collaborate and really work on getting this 10 of Cups situation, which is giving you the confidence to really extend that forward to someone else who looks like they possibly have been watching and waiting for you. So, and there was that 11-11, so. Leo. Let's see, Leo. What do we got? We got Leo, we got Virgo, we got Libra. Three more. You're on fire, Connie. Thank you. I'm like Katniss Everdeen today. And I look like the Tin Man, so. Check outside one more time. I'm sorry. I have to know because there might be like grown-ass men in here. We're good. We're good. Ouch! My body hurts. Leo, North Node. That's a great North Node. Heck yes, you're a bee. You're a bee. I'm a bee. We're all bees. I'm hearing so we got the beat. We got the beat. Also, for some reason, Leo, I don't know why, maybe you just need more iron in your diet, but that Good Burger, that movie Good Burger is coming to my head. Welcome to Good Burger, home with a Good Burger. Can I take your order? What is that about? Maybe you need more iron. Maybe you need red meat. Are someone taking your order? Are you putting your order in to God this week, making your petition? Are you taking someone else's order? Like, what would you like from me? I'm here. What would you like from me this week? Placing an order. My shirt just glowed. Listen, today's a funny day. I don't know what's going on today, but something's going to happen. Something's going to happen today. I feel it. I feel it in my body. Look, I just said that and I picked up this card and it's the World card. Ah. I hope it's good. Let it be good. It's always good. It's always good. God is good. God is real. Funny. Funny. I know it's new moon. It's the new moon energy. And I'm a Pisces, which is represented by the moon. So maybe I'm just like extra Pisces today. I'm like extra. I'm gonna take this for you. Extra, read all about it today. Cards don't want to shuffle. It was being difficult. Oh. Okay, I'll take this too. All right, I'll take this too. Oh, that card was 22. That's funny. Everybody get on your feet. Now I'm hearing that Gloria Estefan song. Get on your feet. The music's been like crazy today. The shufflemancy music's been crazy. I don't know if you guys do the shufflemancy in the playlists in the vault, but ooh, okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. But you should, because the shufflemancy in the vault playlist and the vault meditations is great. It's a great way to kind of take your temperature, to see kind of like what God wants to say to you. I'm so happy I used this deck. We got the beat. Who sings that? We got the beat. It's like an 80s band. Somebody will tell me. Somebody will know. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. Okay. The Go-Go's. Oh, that's so interesting. The Go-Go's. Ah! I'll explain why that's funny in a second. Okay. All right, Leo. So you got the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. And they reminded me that starfishes are good luck omens from the sea. So talking about your emotional body, followed up by this love card, which is card number 6. 6 represents equal energy exchanges as well. So be open to infinite possibilities, not just for love and opportunity this week, but also the expansion in your self-love, the love you have for your creator. There's also a pleasant surprise with like the goodness God wants to pour out for you this week. I'm pulling into God wants to really pour out his goodness on you this week. So it's like be open to infinite possibilities, like in different ways. That's really cool. It's like love in all the ways. That's really fun. And then you have 22. You have a master number, dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion, right? No matter what it kind of appears to be this week, maintain like that. Because dragonflies also talk about, considering that we have the water element, emotions, and talking about love. Dragonflies also represent emotional maturity. They also represent ascending to a level of emotional maturity that you didn't have before. Look how I'm glowing. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then you have armadillo spirit, card number 3, set healthy boundaries. So I think there's also an energy, a little bit of like divine detour that's coming through. It's like I'm seeing the coyote in my mind. As infinite possibilities kind of come through for you this week and God pours out his goodness, there is a sense of perhaps, that's weird. I just heard like, don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's like, I'm almost seeing like a Russian roulette a little bit. I'm hearing then better than expected, a little bit like the Cancer reading. To part of setting healthy boundaries is you, seeing how things play out a little bit this week with people, I think, Leo, not like completely over investing, over pouring into too many people like right away this week, because I feel like there's going to be a lot happening for you, and so you kind of want to be able to take like an assessment, kind of see everything, and then kind of choose. Again, it's like, can I take your order? It's almost like looking at a menu. Maybe that's what it is. It's like God's gonna like pour out his goodness and like give you like a whole menu of things this week, and you're gonna have to, instead of like being like, I want the burger, like you might want the chicken or the steak or the fish. I don't know. Maybe you want a fillet of fish. I don't know, Leo. But it's about kind of like looking over the entire menu so that way you can kind of see what's really going to satisfy you, see what's going to really satisfy you the most. Because there is also like a little bit of like a temptation energy. Like, are you going to pick like a good meal, or are you going to pick like the junk food? Like, what are you going to do, Leo, right? It's a little bit like that. And then, you know, you said the go-go's, and I was like, the go-go's. Alan Stone is in the shufflemancy, and Alan Stone is my love language. My love language are snacks and Alan Stone. Absolutely. But I said the go-go, right? That's all right. There's a vegan place right by my house that's so good. They have these pierogies that will knock your socks off. And they have, oh, there's a spider. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for me. They have like a lentil loaf. It's like a vegan meatloaf. They have like all this vegan stuff. It's so good. It's so good. I go through like vegan phases. Nevertheless. But you said the go-go's. Hi. Oh, by the way, hi, Travis. Hello. I didn't see you sneak in there. You said the go-go's, and I was like, oh, the go-go's. Because you have antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. The go-go's. Go-go. I'm now hearing go-go Rangers. And then you have it followed up by the Ace of Fire and the Sun card. Okay, right? So, like I said, as you get this sort of like God's goodness pours out over you this week, and you get like this whole plethora, this whole menu of things. Again, there is an energy of what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose something that's like love? Or are you going to choose something that's a little bit more like junk foody? Like, what are you going to pick? But like life is speeding up in the sense of like all of these opportunities are really going to come at you. And once you kind of choose what you want off of the menu, again, like, can I take your order? It's like once you choose what you want off this menu, there's like an expedited, I'm seeing like UPS, like express shipping, like it's going to come in really fast for you with this Ace of Fire. And aces are beginnings, with fires being wand. That's action. That's life energy. It's also creative, it's passionate, it's exciting, it's like all of that stuff. And there's like a little fairy girl, she's like hanging up here, and I'm almost seeing like swinging from the chandeliers a little bit, kind of like a Sia song. It's like a little bit like that, which could be talking about like balance and like pendulum. And now I'm seeing like a grandfather clock. So this has all really kind of been a matter of divine timing for you as well. That is coming through. And then you have the Sun card, which again, light energy, fire, wands going directly into the sun. So this is 2 life energies with all that fire. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's peace, it's joy, it's life, it's celebration, it's everything. It's the solar energy that you need in which to live. If we did not have the sun, we would not survive. So there is something in that. And on the bottom of this card, there are also these sunflowers too. And sunflowers, when it's kind of cold and it's not very sunny out, they turn towards each other for light and for warmth, right? So there's something in that as well. Like which one of these things off the menu this week for you is also going to be able to like turn in and like keep you warm. Again, it's that like real love versus like fast food sort of energy. And there's also, they always kind of look like a little bit like speakers to me as well. So there might be some kind of like expression coming to you this week, or you might be expressing something. There's something in that. And there are all these sunflowers kind of right by your womb too. So with the speeding up, it is the ability to like start birthing new things into life, whether it's a baby, or whether it's a relationship or a creative project or an aspect of your spiritual growth, like whatever it is for you, your gifts, your abilities, whatever it may be, birthing that in, because the sun is life energy. Hi, Mika. I'm on a cleanse this week. I want potato chips and everything bad. This is my last day. Oh, there you go. It's your last day. It's your last day. Think on your feet, Leo. Think on your feet. I need to go on a cleanse, but it's hard. It's hard. Who's next? Virgo. I was like, who's next? Virgo. I want candy. I want candy. We got the beat, I want candy. That always reminds me of, what's that movie? Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. It's a great movie. I'm the Rhonda and you're the Mary. No time like a new moon. I know, I feel it. The full moons mess me up. Anyone who's been in the honeycomb for a little while knows that of the full moon, I'll see you later. Like, I'm not okay. Like, I am most likely to upload a video of me crying somewhere around the full moon. Like, it happens every time. Every time. Because I go through, like, death and rebirth, like, ascension symptoms. Like, I always talk about, like, the rate of my ascensions. I go through them. Like, they're really accelerated. They're really, really, really accelerated. I think it has to do something with one of my past lives. But nevertheless, thy will, not my will. But I go oh, that's not right. Come back here. I go through them so quickly. So the full moons really, like, jack me up. They really, really do. But a new moon, woo! I remember the last new moon was in Libra, and I remember that's when I was at work and I was running around all day and I was like, Happy New Moon Day! And I was like running people's birth charts. And then I had like some, And then I just realized, and then I was like, then I had some like really big transitory stuff happen to me the week later. So I'm just like, oh no. It's like, what's gonna happen to me this week? Oh, Lord in heaven. No, it's gonna be good. No, it's gonna be great. Because all of these readings today have been great. And we all have everything in our signs, in our charts, so. Bow, wow, wow. Now I'm hearing bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay, bow, wow. What is that? That's like a Will Smith song? I think so. Virgo. This card's coming out a lot. Some of these cards are coming out a lot today. For this week. Come here. I see you. You want to be taken, so I shall. Aww. I just heard freedom from abandonment. Virgo rising and moon. Ooh. In my Vedic chart, I am a Virgo rising. In my Western tropic chart, I am a Libra rising. Hold please for production. You got a lot of cards out here, Virgo. 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 cards. 8 days. Something about 8 days. So next Monday? Something about next Monday for you. Okay. Cool. Cool. I like that. That pleases me. Okay. I just heard the final curtain call. The final curtain call, Virgo. You have the Page of Air and the 6 of Fire. So I see the final curtain call on this release to receive for you. This is you this week really kind of finally surrendering to the process. You might, with this one feather kind of descending upon you, you might get like one last confirmation, like that one straw that you needed, like that one go ahead, that one angel number, that one whatever it is for you coming in for you this week that will give you the confidence to sort of like open up and surrender to the process. Because this Six of Fire, one, it's the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory and celebration, but this is also like a hopping timelines sort of thing, and with all this beautiful warm energy, almost like finally surrendering to like God's purpose for you this week, so that way you can really ascend to the thanks Miloon. You can really ascend to the higher timeline, like your fullest of potential, like the happiest existence that you can actually have with these like hot air balloons, right? Really like ascending, really rising. And then you have this Four of Earth, and I asked if this was you extending or if this was them extending. They said it was them, because you're sitting in the Seven of Earth energy, right? Kind of just sitting there sort of waiting, planting those seeds, planting those intentions, planting, rooting your faith, right? And sort of waiting, having these conversations with like your angels, your guardian angels, God, spirit, source energy. And then they're over here kind of offering this up to you, like whatever this is for you, like the next steps, your next ordered steps, part of your blueprint, where to go next, what to do next, some kind of divine inspiration. Because then you have card number one, you have Ant Spirit, again, time to collaborate. And so this is, for this week, you have, like I said, you're getting like one last confirmation that you need to give you the confidence, warm you up into this beautiful victory, realizing that like the grass is greener on the other side. So you're going to be able to have that final curtain call on the cycle that you've been in. And with that, you get this offering, they offer this to you. And with it being 1-4, which is a number of foundations, so it seems like it's like a building brick or a building block for you, and it being earth energy, it's something that's in the natural, it's something that's practical for you as you've been sitting here kind of planting your seeds of intention and faith, perhaps today on the new moon, kind of waiting for it to come in, and it's going to bring in part of this collaboration spirit. So it could be God sort of working through other people as well to help get you somewhere, right? Help you accomplish something. And then you fall into the seahorse spirit, which is coming out a lot. Again, watch and wait. So again, it's like God sort of offering you an ability to collaborate with them, part of a co-creation spirit, or with someone else or other people, while you're kind of sitting here with your planted seeds of faith and intention, waiting for it. And they're telling you, like, just watch and wait. Like, good things are coming for you this week, Virgo. Good things are coming for you this week. And then you fall into the Otter Spirit, which I love, which is you are never alone. This is almost like a Two of Cups card for me, right? Because there's these two little otters. And it's like you are never alone. And it's almost going to let you know that it's like you haven't been alone through this process, right? Because in this surrendering up, you can feel a little alone. You can feel, see how that glows? You can feel a little isolated, right? But it's almost like, again, like the goodness, the glory of God kind of shining on you this week to let you know, like, you haven't been forgotten about. Your prayers were heard. It was like nothing was wasted. It hasn't all been in vain, Virgo. Absolutely not. And then Horse Spirit, 33, that's a master number. It's very auspicious. Freedom is yours. And this is being free from the old cycle. I'm hearing like it's not going to be like it was. It's not going to be like it was before. Like you are going to find like the fulfillment that you want, the purpose that you want, the connection that you're looking for, the support, both spiritual and in the natural. And I think when you see this kind of come to play out for you this week, you're going to realize how much God really has had your back, and it's going to surprise you. It's going to be like a really pleasant process. I almost like feel like a little bit emotional, like you're going to be like almost like overwhelmed a little bit by the goodness. Because then also what you have over here, you have the Page of Cups and you have the Wombat Spirit, right? Be at home. So really almost feeling like a little kid, a little bit like wading in the waters, like half of you is a mermaid, like feeling really special and magical and like open and loving and like being at home, feeling like at home in yourself, like feeling like yourself again, right? And also like, I think because there's going to be such an outpouring of God's goodness and love on you this week as well, that it's almost going to make you feel a little bit like a little kid, like, oh, the magic is real. Like, God is real. God is good. Like, they did hear me. Like, they did hear me. It wasn't all for nothing. And I'm really getting like, it wasn't all for nothing, Virgo. It wasn't. Whatever it wasn't for nothing. But it is a final curtain call on the old. And then the new that's going to come in is going to be so beautiful for you. Oh, look what just popped out, the Sun card. Look, the sun will come out tomorrow. Happiness, rejoicing, celebration. It's the happiest card in the deck. Prosperity, life, warmth. It's gorgeous. Amy, I'm always giving my Pisces friend a tissue during full and new moons. I mean, it's mostly during the full moons, but I'm a Pisces. I could cry. I cried this morning. I just, if the wind changes, I'm like sometimes like I was watching Gilmore Girls the other day, and it wasn't even a sad scene, but somebody just said something, and I was like, I don't know why that hit me so hard. Like, I'm just like talking to Jesus, and I'm just like, I don't know why that hit me so hard. Some kind of inner child wounding or something. I don't know. It's just so sweet. Like, I'm a big softie. I think I probably come off like a little bit like a hard ass sometimes. I think I might actually, like, I don't really know how I come off. I suppose it doesn't matter how I come off, but I think I come off like sweet, but I also think I come off of like, oh, don't mess with that girl. Like, don't mess with her. Like, like I'm a bee. Like, I make honey, but like I can sting you if you like come at me the wrong way, right? Very tactful, but I'm like a big softie. Like, I really am. I'm like so sensitive. I'm so sensitive. I was talking to God about it the other day, and I was like, this person is sensitive. And they were like, and I was like, no, I'm really sensitive too. I was like, no, I feel bad. Like, I'm just like, It's just my nature. But I also pull in a lot of energies for everyone else too. So I'm always like, I'm overwhelmed. My middle name should be Overwhelmed. Lauren Overwhelmed B. All right, Libra. Last but never least. I just heard librarians. Okay. And then I just heard collection. Then I heard collectibles. Spider. Spiders. Seahorses. The Hierophant. It's been coming out a lot today. There's a spider crawling on my curtain. Or it was. He's disappeared now. I don't know where he's gone. It's true. I'm such a softie. But you could see it though. I'm usually pretty open about it. It's like the wishing tree video. Crying. Half the video's in my car. Cry. Usually if I'm doing a video in my car, I'm probably crying. I'm probably crying. When I hit, when Sand shouted me out and I hit like 800 subscribers, crying. Or when I hit 1,000 subscribers, crying. Like, I'm just crying. You just gotta cry it out. You just gotta cry it out. It's okay. Okay, I'll take that one. They're like, you better take that card. I will. Okay, I'll take all these cards too. Yeah, there's something else that wants to come out. Libra's got a lot of cards too. I just heard everything always works out for you. So just relax. It's probably for me too. Yeah, 10 cards, Libra. Oh, hold on. I got 10 cards, hold on. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. They had me take I have them set up in twos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 groups of twos, and they had me take the second card in each of the groups and put it in front. So maybe it's like the last will be first for you, Libra, like part of that justice energy coming in, the balancing. The last will be first, because they had me take the last card in each of those groups and put it to the front. Or something that you were putting last, perhaps, is something that now this week you're putting at the foreground. You're putting it in the front this week, because first off, so I'm just gonna read it the way that they had me switch it. They full on Missy Elliott. You have the call coming out. So this is like the sound of the trumpet. You're being called this week. And in that, then you move into the spider spirit. So this is make your dreams real. So I see God kind of calling you. This could be part of your assignment, part of your purpose. your union. This could be like a million different things, however it plays out for you. But God is sort of sounding this trumpet for you, like a call to action. And in that, almost like this spider feels like very, very small. Like you feel a little bit small, but then I almost see you like descending from the call, like into the natural to make your dreams real, make your dreams come true. It's God's like almost like giving you the go ahead, like now it's go time, Libra, time to go. And you're like, okay. And I'm almost seeing, I'm hearing like Charlotte's Web or like Little Miss Muffet sat in her tuffet eating her curds and whey, and along came beside her, it was like a spider, and ba 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 ba. It's that thing, there's like that thing coming through. And then here you go, feeling like a little bit small, a little bit like unqualified, but back kind of down into the natural. And then you have this 9 of fire, right? And it's like these stars, it's this Aquarian energy. Again, making your dreams. These are like little wishes, almost like a mobile that you're like holding up and being like amazed by. Now it's like you come into your natural form, like, this is really what I get to do. It's almost like holding up like the visions God has given you. And then you fall into the world card about like a new phase. Like I get to have all of this in the new cycle. I get to have all of this in my new season. And again, it's like you hold it up, right? And then it almost like these worlds that kind of descend back down into the world. It's like this call from above. Again, it's like the manifestation of like the promises, the ideas, whatever it is that God has for you, kind of trickling down into the natural for you right here into this new season, into this new cycle, this new phase of your life. And then again, it's like then you have this earth energy, the messenger of earth, followed up by starfish, which is water, right? From the earth down, trickling back down into the water. This messenger of earth is coming through almost like your angel, something like that, your guardian angel kind of giving you the confirmation, like anything is possible for you this week, Libra. Like all your dreams can come true. Because again, this is also a star. These are stars for you. It's like, again, this call, your dreams, your wishes, your purpose, your union, like whatever it is for you, like kind of starting to like, I'm almost seeing like pixels, like pixelating down. I'm almost seeing like raindrops too as they come down, like little, just a drop, just a drop, just a drop, just a drop. But then they accumulate into a puddle. And then in that puddle, you can see your reflection. You can see your future, like the actualization. There's something in that. It's really beautiful, but I don't quite understand it. But that's how they're kind of giving it to me. And then you fall into this elephant spirit, which is very much like this call card, because the elephant is a sign of the divine, right? Learn from the past, learn from the past. And then you have white raven spirit, 66, a master number, trust in the magic. And I think part of this learning from the past, it's not necessarily about like, recalling up like the old soul lessons and stuff that you learned. It's almost like remember the past, Libra, like remember all of the times that we came through for you. Like remember that time you didn't think you could do that and we made it happen. Like to remember the time that you didn't think that was possible and like a miracle occurred for you. Like remember the magic, trust in it, right? And we talk about ravens all the time, but this is a white raven too, which talks about, it's like the purity of the message too, like also like trusting in the word that God gives you as pure and honest and true, and it will come to pass. Like in due season, it will come to pass. And then you have hawk spirit, another messenger, another bird. Let spirit be your guide. Followed up by card number 26, which breaks down to an 8, which is a working number. Flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. And what flamingos do is they stand on one leg. It's balancing. Like remember, stay balanced in this as this is all coming through for you, because you are in the in-between the spiritual and the natural manifestations coming together in union and becoming whole. So like remember all the times that happened for you in the past. Remember that. Remember the magic. Be open. It's all possible for you. It's all trickling down. So embracing between, let spirit kind of be your guide, right? And they say like lean a little to the left, lean a little to the right, go forward, go back. Side to side now, y'all. Like do that. Like do the Cupid shuffle as they're having you to do. And 26, like I said, breaking down to an 8, that's about working through the process, right? When you start to feel a little nervous, or you start to feel a little trepidatious, or get a little anxious, or want to do that fight or flight or self-doubt, whatever it is. Hi, Sound 7, the war cry. Hello, my love. We are on Libra. We are finishing up Libra. We are finishing up the last sign right now, and then you can catch this on the replay. So yeah, so working through that in between, and with the pink from this flamingo, that is very much pure. Hi, Natalie. Hi. That is talking about like Archangel Muriel energy for me, being peaceful, being compassionate, being loving. Also, really talking about being gentle with yourself, because again, they can be really overwhelming when you're starting to see your dreams come true, when you're starting to see the natural manifestations of God's promises to you. It can be a little overwhelming. Again, it's that like feeling a little small. But there's never a work that God starts in you that he does not intend to finish, that he does not intend on helping you see through. So this is really beautiful, Libra. This is really, 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 really beautiful for you. I love it. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's gorgeous. So, Beehive, that was the collective coffee this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. These are super fun to read. It looks like everyone's fixing to have a real good week. A real good week. Happy Moon Day. New moon in Scorpio. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Let me see. Let's see. What do I have to, any more announcements? Cancer, your weekly reading went up. Libra, your weekly reading went up. Aries, your weekly reading went up. Scorpio, seeing it's a new moon in Scorpio and it is still Scorpio season, I've decided as a little birthday treat to publish the monthly reading for Scorpio that I do on the Patreon. That's exclusive content. That is going to get posted at, I think, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. So adjust your time zones accordingly. It's a little birthday gift for the rest of November because we're halfway through. So your monthly from the Patreon is going to get posted a little bit later on for you. Aries, Libra, Cancer, you are up. I believe Capricorn is up next in the weekly readings. If you are on the Patreon, the Element by Design lunar spread for the new moon, that is up for you guys on the Patreon. That has already, I posted that last night for you. If anyone would be so kind as to timestamp, if anyone made it all the way through, to timestamp the signs for the rest of the bees in the description box or in the comments section, we would very much appreciate you. Dana from the Pink Peony Oracle, she's been doing it a lot for us. Sheila does it a lot for us. Fred the Fireman, Fred, we love you, Fred. Fred's been doing the timestamps for us too, so if anyone else wants to jump in and add in that, we would love to have you. We would love to see it. We appreciate you very much. I think that's it. I think that's it. If you're looking for the Sunday service this week, I didn't do it. I'm not doing Sunday service this week for a variety of reasons. And yeah, I think that's the kit and the caboodle. I think that's the kit and the caboodle for this week. So thank you guys very much. A lot of you made it all the way through. God bless you. You guys are ride or die bees. You love to see it. So yeah, I love you very much. Thank you for being here. I very much appreciate you. I will see you very, very soon. Look out for your weeklies. They're coming up. And yeah, stay prayed up. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful new moon day. New moon in Scorpio. I'll see you later.